Remember guys, you're not trying to shine by yourself. Okay, everything they're gonna do in the pitch, you're gonna do to benefit the team. One team that leads all the way. So Early Football Academies is a professional football academy for grassroots, and our work is basically dedicated to improve football players in this country and to really try to raise the technical ability, the game IQ for the players to be able to play better football in Australia. So here starts our journey, okay? Session number 1, I think it's already very important for you guys already to have a feeling of each other, a feeling of the place where we are, and the reason why we came here for. So going to England for us was a huge opportunity because we understand that football landscape and how big England is in the international landscape in terms of football. So bringing our players there can only make them grow, can only make us better, and can only make us understand what else we need to do to sort of improve what we do in terms of football development. Okay, let's create good mentality, good focus, push each other as soon as the activity starts. You guys already know, as soon as we step in the field, we switch on and we're ready to push each other, we are ready to grow together.
No matter what happens, that you take it as a challenge. I just got knocked when I tried to protect the ball, when I go past the player. These things will happen, but it's part of the game.
I've started with these boys, so some of them actually in under 8s, and back then with this team, which is I would say quite talented team in this environment, we won the National Cup, and since then I've always been part of their training. With the football tours for these players, I believe it is the best part for their learning, because they need to see different players, different countries, different nationalities and what they can do. And especially with the players here in Australia, they usually don't get the chance to play against many other players from other nations. While if we look everywhere, especially in Europe, they have this every second, third weekend. So they get this on a regular basis. They're playing against, like an English team plays in Italy, in Germany. So they get to learn to play against different levels and also different ways of playing. While here, we don't get that as much, or especially the players don't get that as much.
Everyone ready?
Yep.
Hey.
Success for us is grow. So if we can grow each day, we're gonna achieve success. If we can become better each day, it's success. So the success was not directly related to the results of the games, but success was more related to values, the discipline, the sportsmanship that we show on the field. So if the players were open-minded to really go and learn each day, was already a successful journey for us.
Growth definitely was one big topic. For me, on top of that, it's probably, I might call it a reality check. I believe they didn't know yet what's coming for them.
This is actually a crazy experience that you guys are gonna have over this whole week, and we want to make sure that we make the most out of it, but that we also prepared to know what's going to come.
For us was only one thing in mind, let's try to prepare these players as best as possible mentally to go through this experience and get the most out of it. Everyone needs to lead. Everyone has a voice. Everyone's important, equally important.
And every day there's going to be a different journey, a different way, because some parts are more fun, some parts are a game, then it's a tournament. So there's always something else where we need to lead, but where we also need to go all the way.
So I think that in terms of preparation, they had the best steps as possible to try to be as competitive as possible.
For me, the the biggest part I was looking forward to was really seeing how they compare to the level overseas, how these boys can bring the level that they have here, which I would say is quite high for their age group, then compared to the players, especially in England.
Great opportunity for you guys already to start really seeing yourself against a top English academy. And you know, you will have to go full on in every single action. First friendly game we went to Watford to play against them was a great experience, a great level academy there. Results-wise, not so good, but I think life experience and learning, amazing for them.
They already were way ahead of our boys in terms of how they use their body to protect the ball, to find new space. But then, I'm not sure who it was, but one of the boys just said something that amazed me. It was like, boys, this was just the start. Now we know what's up and coming. Let's get ready for that.
And then on the second day, we were supposed to have a game against Luton Town. The game got cancelled, so we had to go to a training session last minute, which gave an opportunity for me and Yanni to really work on some specific things that we wanted to work before the tournament.
We had actually the moment to talk to them, be like, guys, this is why it's important that we learn how to fully use our body, open up our arms, use our arms to shield. I think from that moment on, the boys really were keen and in to push against each other, to use their body, to really utilize on that part of their game, which for me was definitely a crucial part to going into the next games, and especially the tournament, that we would see like a big difference in terms of the behavior of the boys on and off the ball, and really knowing that they need to use their body to play.
Good! And should we push them away again?
And then on Friday we went to Hale End to play against Arsenal.
So Saka come from here, Emil Smith-Rowe come from here. Yeah. A lot of players have come through here.
So was Arsenal and PSG. They're doing a little bit of a mini tournament, a mini gala day, which was amazing for us to see a little bit about, you know, what the level would be expected on that sort of top level.
All right, let's head outside onto the pitch.
Playing at Arsenal was a very good learning for the players, but also for Leo and I, in terms of what we're going to face, with how structured teams are going to play.
Again, results-wise was a big learning lesson for us, but it was important to see the speed of the game on the under 10 age group and what we need to sort of bring back home and to continue to work. So that was basically the preparation before the tournament.
I think the players really understood what they had to do and what they had to deliver to be able to, at least in the tournament, be competitive.
Football culture, I think, is so important for them, and I really think that kids football, they should be able to dream, and they should dream very big. So this is the moment to dream, and I think bring this experience, I think, make them dream even bigger and potentially start creating ambition inside of themselves.
So we regularly have visitors here at the Lamit Stadium from teams all over the country.
That's me.
All over England. Now tell us whereabouts you come from. Australia! Wow, that's amazing! That is so cool.
Australia is an amazing country, but we're very far away from everyone else. So it's not like the players get a chance to really go somewhere else where they can experience being with a group of players or being with a group of kids and just spending time abroad.
So basically our experience during our time in the UK was day one, Wembley. It's not only about being able to play and be able to learn the technique, but to be able to understand the history of the game. And having that first sort of experience was huge for them.
And the players will walk down here and they'll do their interviews in front of the branding.
Yeah, I'm happy with that performance.
Yeah, do you think, boys?
The game was good. The game was good. The game was good. Look at this.
And then We had another day in London, a little bit visiting, historical places in the city.
Can I get a bottle of water? Bottle of water? Oh, yeah. Oh, Yanni, can I please get a bottle of water? So in the Science Museum, we're about to go somewhere. Oh, that's the Andre. So we went to the Science Museum, then I lost my jacket, then Yanni went back to the Science Museum and got my jacket, and now we're just on the train.
Seeing how the players took on that challenge of being very far away from home was definitely great. Like being in Wembley, being at the Emirates, these are unbelievable tours and unbelievable experiences for the players.
So basically after this sort of historical experience was more the actual real football experience for them. We are representing Ellie, we are representing Australia. You guys came here for the mission of the tournament. Value every single minute together, but behave like a footballer. So Pro Academy Series 2025 consisted with 32 teams in the tournament, 4 pools, 4 different groups of 8 teams on each group. The top 4 teams would go into another pool. Teams that were there, Queen's Park Rangers, Arsenal, Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea was there, in fact in our group, so I think that you don't get a lot of under 10 tournament on that sort of high level. We're going to have about 35 minutes for the kickoff, okay?
My big thing prior to the tour was I really wanted to know as a coach that works here in Australia, how big is the gap between our players and the players from the top academies like Chelsea, Arsenal, and how far advanced under 10s players can already be.
Wingers, low. And when I mean low, it's not high, it's low. Day 1 of the tournament, we go 1 game at a time. It's games of 20 minutes, and for us was important not to concede a goal.
So how can we instill it in the team and in the players that they know they have to defend with everything they got, and from there we can build and try to play forward and get goal scoring opportunities.
Good. Come on guys, let's go!
1, 2, 3, and
Guys are not scared about you. They need to be scared about you. This is a tournament, guys. They are coming to kill you. This is a war. You need to fight for every single meter that you can on the field. Every single space you need to fight for it.
To be honest, guys, these guys, they had to foul you every single time, otherwise you would have been gone. But what does that mean? Our strategy actually worked and you guys were finding the right moment to play.
First couple of games in the day was a 0-0 draw for us. So goal was achieved in terms of don't concede a goal. Was not easy to attack because the game was really a lot of pressing on the ball. Was not easy to really find space. The games were very tight.
We should have scored a goal, and in some of the games we could have, but the main topic of we tried to keep a clean sheet, defend well, was definitely applied. And for me that was already a big achievement, because if you compare that to them here in Australia, they're a team that plays with the ball a lot. They don't usually have to defend as much.
In England the game was completely opposite for this group. They were the teams that had to defend and not to concede a goal, and most of the time the opposition had the ball against us. So I think for them was a huge learning.
It was captured very, very well in the AC Milan game.
Put your body in the line, fight for it, annoy them a little bit. We're being annoyed every single game. We're being annoyed by the other teams. Annoy them a little bit.
playing against AC Milan, playing against an Italian team that is going to focus on defending a lot as well. It was a battle.
Concentrato, ferro, grande!
What I love to see in that game was that all our players were up to the battle and they were in it. And yeah, we played a little bit of Catenaccio style against an Italian team. And if we looked at the reaction of the AC Milan coaching staff, they were very frustrated with that.
Sì! Dentro! Bugiarella, attaccare la porta!
We got 3 clean sheets. We haven't conceded a goal.
It doesn't matter, otherwise we can't win.
If we concede a goal, we're probably going to lose. But if we don't concede a goal, we're going to get points.
The attitude of the group was always positive. And I think that this, on the coaching point of view, this is important. To work with players that are open-minded, to learn.
You know what I loved the most about this game, besides the result?
The fight.
The fight, but also the cheering each other up when you were heading the ball out, when you're winning a battle, not letting them push you off the ball, taking the ball even if it was their throw-in, delaying time on a free kick. Oh, now, if I look at that game, I'm like, okay, these boys look like footballers. And that's what we've been asking for today, right? They were top of the table in our group. And you snitched 2 points from them. You get a point, and like Mark said, if we win one of the 2 games tomorrow, then we're getting closer towards the top.
On the day 1, we had 5 games. Our first games was draws, 0-0. Then game 4, we lost. Game 5, we lost.
Mwah. Good luck. Good luck.
But to be fair, the level of the games were very fair, the results were very fair. The players understood what level is required, the players adapted, we could see players growing game after game. But I think it's about getting exposure to that sort of level week in and week out.
30 seconds.
Going into day 2 of the tournament, we played QPR and Chelsea, and they were strong.
Lead the group, okay? Don't let nobody fall asleep.
There was a big difference in physicality, but also a big difference in terms of, again, professionalism, structure, how they played. So that game, we tried to defend as much as we could, but if we're very honest to ourselves, we didn't have many chances to score a goal in that game.
If you cannot think one step ahead, you cannot go to the next level.
I think against QPR we got a bit unlucky because we gave a goal away quite early. Through a simple mistake, which probably shouldn't have happened. Because if we keep a 0-0 in the tournament, maybe it stays for 10 minutes, then the other team gets more nervous as well. Then you maybe get a chance to counter-attack. I think the boys competed well, but I think the second day was a tougher one. If you compare it to day 1, the boys had like 2 great opponents, and they just showed them how football can be played. That was something I think the boys will not forget for a long time.
And then for the placement at the end, we play against a Portuguese team, Portimonense.
Playing our last game now.
What's the focus for this next game then?
Score a goal, keep a clean sheet.
Looking at what results they had, we kind of expected that it would at least be a similar level to us. That was the first team probably in that whole week that we were the team that was in ball possession, that was able to play it from the back, where the physical levels were equal, which then ultimately to us scoring our first goal of the tournament. It was amazing to see that the boys get that feeling of we can score a goal, we can play football, we are not only defending, and then winning that game was, I think, the perfect end to this tournament journey, because we had both parts combined in terms of major learning how to defend against structured teams, and then us coming back to the roots of this team of being a very ball dominant team and being able to show that they can play very good football and that they're able to score goals, and they definitely deserved that win in that game.
I told you we score our first goal and get a clean sheet. I told you.
You did.
We are proud because we got invited to be part of this sort of level tournament, and we are humble enough to understand, okay, we got this experience, but that's a lot of work that we have to do behind the scenes to improve, and hopefully that we take this opportunity to really improve what we already do. But we're extremely proud in terms of Early Football Academy to really expose Australian players to this sort of tournament and experience. But we are very focused on what we can bring back and what else we need to do to continue to create a better environment here.
It was an unbelievable experience. No matter what game we played, no matter activity we had, the amount of fun these players had together, this team, was amazing. To be 9 or 10 years old, traveling across the globe with your best teammates, playing games against Arsenal, Chelsea, how incredible is that? I think some kids will never experience that. These boys did it, and my big hope is that they take away that there's a whole nother level of development that needs to be done. There's a whole nother level of independence that can be achieved, and hopefully they will go on and dream to, maybe one of them, go back in a few years to actually play overseas, and hopefully for us as an academy, with all of these learnings, going back next year to see then what work have we done in one whole year, how have we taken away the learnings from over there and how have we applied them, and have we made our players another step closer to the level that we've faced overseas.
We always talk about that a great football environment is an environment that's constantly growing and it's constantly improving. And this is what we're trying to do now, is with every experience that we have, especially outside of Australia, is what can we grow, what we need to change, what we need to adjust, and to really always work for a better environment, always try to create a better place for the players to be.
Recording?
Yes, it is.
Oh, but he's not showing us. Not at all.
Very good.
How's the game?
Sometimes you play good, sometimes you play shit.
You've got nothing.
Ellie Football Academy, all the way from Australia.
Socks in my shoes.
Let's see.
What do you mean, let's see?
Let's see that.
PSG won the tournament.